So hey guys, and welcome to the Random Watch Dude channel. Thanks for joining me for another video about my watch addiction and my watch addiction journey. Now today guys, I've got something slightly different for you because I've bought a new watch. This is the first watch that I've actually purchased since I bought my Rolex Submariner. Made quite a few videos on my Rolex Submariner acquisition, and I've done a review on that. Have a look in my library and you'll see some videos that I've made in the past about that watch and about Rolex generally. Today guys, the first new watch purchase that I've made since the sub, and I've gone back to my roots guys, and I've bought myself a Seiko. Okay, Marky Spark, so you went and bought yourself a Seiko after being a fully committed Omega, Tudor and Rolex dude for the last, couple of years really. You go on and bought yourself a Seiko. So what happened here was, guys, I did what any good, enthusiastic, addicted, compulsive watch addict should do, and that is I saw a watch that I absolutely fell in love with as soon as I saw it, but I didn't go and buy it immediately. I went home and I slept on it, and then the very next day I went in and bought it. So here we are. Yes, it wasn't expected guys, really, it wasn't planned, but I bought myself a Seiko, and I'm going to do an unboxing here. Not going to go into any great details about the watch itself other than to show you what I've got and all the packaging and all the gubbins that comes with it. So I got this from a local Seiko authorised dealer here in Auckland in New Zealand. This is Stuart Dawson's at Botany Town Centre, and I saw this watch for sale and I thought, I'm having that. So what I got here is a limited edition watch, and they very kindly let me keep all of the packaging. So this is obviously the outer packaging, which you normally, as you can see here very clearly, it says to the retailer, please remove the sleeve before handing the merchandise to the purchaser. Thank you. Well, they totally ignored that request and they gave me this, which I'm very happy about because it just adds a little bit of extra spice to the overall package of the watch when you get the outer packaging, as well as, of course, the lovely Seiko box. Let me just put that other one to one side there. I've got a very standard Seiko box here. Now, very standard so far, but this is where it starts to change, of course. So I open this box and all of a sudden I can see this little flash of red. Well, that's unusual for a Seiko case, isn't it? You don't often see a flash of red in a Seiko case. So what have we got here? What have we got here? We've got a very nice, quite bright red Seiko case. It's the kind of bright redness in a way that reminds you in some respects of that deep rusty red colour of the central Australian deserts, isn't it? And then of course, you know, we remove the lid, and inside the lid we've got that Prospex logo. Prospex obviously short for professional specifications, with the very clever X logo there, which is obviously designed to look like an X, but it's also a P and an S combined to make the X. There's a lot of Seiko people out there that absolutely hate that logo. They don't like to see it on their watches, and of course, you know, like any good supplier does, any good manufacturing supplier does, you know, they listen to their customers and completely ignore them, and this logo is very likely to stay on here for some years to come, I would say. But it is a Prospex limited edition watch, and of course what you're guaranteed with a Prospex rated watch is water resistance, shock resistance, usually sapphire crystal, and a screw down crown, you know, a bit like the old Seiko 5 specifications, where the Seiko 5 specifications, they guaranteed you 5 good things with the watch, and Prospex is kind of the updated version of that. Now I'll put that to one side, and as you can see here, I don't have a watch, and there's a reason I don't have a watch, and that's because the watch came on this stock standard deployant band, which is horrible. It looks pretty, it looks Seiko calf, it looks pretty, you know, that faux crocodile grain leather, but trust me, this strap is awful. I can't stand it. But what I can show you, and finally finally show you is what this model is. So what we have here, guys, is the Seiko SPB 489J1, otherwise known as the Alpinist, which normally comes in green, but in this case I've got a red one. And as you can see, I've put it on a NATO strap here. So this is a Seiko Alpinist. It's a very, very well-known watch model, often found in green, or the standard model is green. You can also get them in black. This is a limited edition, Australian limited edition, limited to 1,000 pieces, only available in Australian and New Zealand boutiques, authorised dealers. There are 1,000 of these. This is number 455, serial number 455 of 1,000, and look at that dial. Just look at that dial. Now, I wasn't intending on buying myself a Seiko Alpinist. I have had Alpinists in the past. I had the original Saab SARB 017. If you remember that, that was very similar to this watch, pretty much the same case style, case shape. Didn't have the Cyclops date magnifier there, and of course it was green with the gold indexes. But when I saw this watch, and I just fell in love with it. And what I fell in love with more than anything was the fact that it's a Seiko, and I was very keen to get myself a nice Seiko again, having had a few in the past and none in my collection right now. I was very keen to get a Seiko, but I also wanted to get something a bit different and something a bit more than just the standard 4R, 5KX type watch, which I showed you in a recent comparison to a tag. I love this watch, guys. This is running on the 6R35 movement, so it's a slightly higher specification movement. But of course, being like any magpie, and we're all magpies, aren't we, us watch enthusiasts? We love a colourful dial, just like the magpies. We're drawn to that colourful dial, and I don't think they get much better than this, especially when it comes to red dials. I mean, there are very, very few watches with a red dial that I think look good, look cool. I love orange dialed watches. I've struggled to find a red dialed watch that I like, but I really like this one. This is a gorgeous watch, guys. So as you can see here, I'll just take it off of here. I've put it on a NATO strap because I just cannot stand. I took it straight off of this deployment as soon as I got it out of the box, and I put it straight on a NATO. But what a lovely watch. What an absolutely lovely dial that is. Gorgeous, isn't it? Now, the interesting thing about the Alpinist, and I'm not going to go into the details of the specs, this is literally just an unboxing review, really, and just to tell you how happy I am that I've got this watch. One of the interesting things about the Alpinist, of course, is that you've got you've got the standard crown here, which which you can use to manually wind to obviously set the time, the date, and it does have a hacking mechanism as well. But you've got this other little knobbly thing here, like a semi-crown, I suppose you could call it, and that actually is used to twist the internal compass bezel. For those of you Boy Scouts that are paranoid about getting lost on a family walk, well, you needn't worry any longer. Once you've got a Seiko Alpinist, you cannot get lost, because if you know how to use this compass, you'll always find your way home, apparently. I have no idea how to use a compass on a watch, but I know there are videos showing you how to do it, but I'll never use it, but because I can read maps. But hey, it's just a bit of fun. I'll probably never use it, but there you go. There's an internal compass as well. The watch is lovely. It's I really like the hands on this watch. I'm just going to cut across to a quick video that I took showing you the Lume. So there you are. The Lume's pretty good. I mean, that's the great thing about Seiko, guys, is, Seiko Lume, and I've said this in previous videos, Seiko Lume, even on the bog standard cheaper end models, the Seiko Lume is extraordinarily bright and lasts a long time. But look at that dial. Isn't that gorgeous? And the case back, as you can see, is is a see-through case back. Now I don't think it's a sapphire see-through case back. I think this is a mineral glass case back, and as you can see there, it's got the Seiko logo on under the glass, and it says limited edition, and this is serial number 455 of 1000. So obviously the elephant in the room which we have to address is, what am I going to do about the strap? I mean, a watch this good, a watch this beautiful, does not deserve to be on a strap which is this uncomfortable. It looks nice, trust me, it looks nice. It's a lovely looking strap. I'm not sure I would have gone with dark brown with a red dial. So what I've done, I don't mind letting you in on this little secret, and I will make a video, a follow-up video on this. I have gone onto the Uncle Straps website, and I've bought myself the bracelet, the dedicated steel bracelet, stainless steel bracelet that goes with the Alpinist, and I've bought that. That's on its way to me, be with me in a couple of weeks' time. And I've also bought a couple of really nice leather straps, which I think will complement this watch really nicely, because these watches, most Seikos, are strap monsters, aren't they? I mean, you very rarely wear it on the stock bracelet or the stock strap. With a Seiko, you know, they're just absolute strap monsters. I don't know how Seiko do it, but they just seem to be able to design a watch which just screams and cries out to be on straps. Maybe that's why Seiko makes such bad straps, because they know that you're going to swap it out immediately. So why should they spend any money on giving you something half decent? I'd like to think that's the reason they do it. But there you go, guys. That's the end of this video. I just wanted to show you a quick unboxing. Love the dial. Limited edition of 1000 pieces. The Australian limited edition of the Seiko Alpinist. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers.